What up, you guys? How's it going? This is Bharatan. Continuing on from where we left off, we're going to be learning about stemming. So, what is stemming in NLTK? Coming right up. Alright, so the first thing about stemming is that we already learned about chunking. Created chunks and did all kind of cool stuff in the previous video. And in this one, you're going to be learning about stemming. So, one of the most important technique that you will be seeing as part of a natural language processing is trying to find out the actual reason for any word. Any sentence can mean anything. You could be sarcasm, you can find a lot of different things with that, but the first step of that is to process or maybe clean out a sentence, and normalizing this sentence is a very very important step. Now there's going to be a lot of different ways that you can write a sentence. We saw about that in the previous video itself, and the crux of the sentence could mean different things, but what we are trying to do is that we're trying to normalize each word. Just do a brute normalization and find out, say for example, there is a word like riding, biking, road. So we're not worried about the present tense, past tense, or whatever tense it is. We'll just convert it, do a plain conversion of that to ride. Now, is the correct approach? I'll talk about that probably in the upcoming videos. But for this one, we are talking about stemming, which is nothing but the process of cutting to the stem, or probably just cutting the stem out. We just want the root of the word, right? Probably root is what we are trying to look for. And the very basic idea is to convert any word and any word that is available to the ground meaning. It's not an actual synonym, rather it's ground meaning. Riding is a tense. We're not worried about the tense. We just want the ride. Ride is what is going to be the root of that word. So that's what we're going to be trying to do as part of this normalization technique or the stemming technique. The code example is what I'm going to be showing you right now. So let's get this thing rolling. We'll go from where we left off in the previous video. So we learned about regex parsing and chunks is what is going to be seen here. So I'll remove all of that and straight away show you guys how exactly this thing works. So stemming works. So what we're going to do is that we're going to have a simple word. So let's form the simple word now. I can do a couple of things. I can leave this like this itself, create another line file, so that I can push this entire thing to GitHub, and you guys can use it if you guys want. So the first thing we're going to do is first create a simple sentence. Now sentence is what I'm going to be rolling out for an entire series. The sentence is going to be, I'm trying to say, I ate choco pie today. Cool. And I'm going to be trying to now normalize this sentence. And I ate, probably it would mean that I ate in the morning, probably in the past tense, a choco pie today, present, or I would say today's current day. And we're going to now stem this entire sentence out by using the nltk stem class. So we can do is that I can do nltk.stem, which what we want to require. You can do that stem. We're going to use the porter stemmer, which is the one stemmer that it is available, or we can say that it is also multiple stemmers available, but this stemmer is going to use the porter stemming algorithm to stem down the words. And again, this stemming uses the NLTK data, so make sure that you guys have it installed. If you don't have it installed, I don't think you can use it. So that's pretty much the prerequisite. Now let's get into the coding, I would say the code portion of things. Now let's say that I want to probably tokenize these words, and I'm going to be doing from that. So let's say the tokens, I would need to have the NLTK. I don't have the NLTK imported, so I can do maybe an import NLTK. So it says that I can directly do it. Okay, sentence. Okay, I've created my tokens. Now it's time to find out how this stemmed ones look like. So what I'm going to do is to loop through the entire token. In tokens, I can say probably porter stemmer dot stem down the token. Oh shit, token. What I'm trying to say is that I'm saying this one is actually pretty much what I'm looking for. I'm looking for stemming the entire word and using that word to probably find out what exactly what is going to be the use of it. I'm forgetting the object. So I need to make it as an object, so create an object. So I cannot use it as it's not a class, it's not like a static method, it's a object oriented method. It should have an object. So port a stemmer of stem the token, or I can create an object if you want to outside. I can call it as a port or stemmer. I can say port or stemmer. All right, so I'm stemming the word, I'm stemming the token to see what exactly I'm going to get. Let's run. So not a much difference today. I mean, it says that I ate a choco pie today. No, there is not much difference. So that means that the entire sentence is cool. Now let me do something like this. I wrote, or let's do something like this. I wrote a book when I was 5 years old. I still am writing a book at 24. Does this writing process continue into my future? I will have to wait and see. All right, this is a very bigger, I would say a paragraph itself, a small paragraph, and let's stick to the peptide. Save it up, run it. All right, so you will be shocked to see what exactly it's going to look like. So if you go here, I wrote a book when I was 5. Was is now taken to wa. 5 years. 5 years is now stem to year old. Cool. I still am writing is now modified to write. Cool. A book at 24. Cool. Does this is now taken as the right process continue into my future? I will have to wait and see. So what exactly is happening is that it's stemming those things that is required. Now if there is a word like continue, it doesn't require, it doesn't have to have the full word like continue. It's kind of doing the stemming process, taking the stem out and keeping the root of that word so that it can be further used for processing. Your algorithm or whatever layers you're going to create might have multiple things. It could have a layer to segregate my past tense, it could have segregate my future tense. If that is the case, the stemming technique will fail because my writing is also considered as a right, my wrote is also considered as a right, my future writing will also be considered as a right, or maybe will write is also considered as a right. So that is also is not what this stemming. It's a very brute technique, it's a brute normalization technique. So in the next video I'm going to be talking about the concept of lemmatization, which is a very advanced, I would say, or an intelligent stemming technique. So that's what I'm going to be finding out in the next video. That's it for this one. Hope you guys understood the concept of normalization. Let me meet you there. Until then, Bharat, peace out. Have a super awesome day.